Hi, this is Kris Cumnock with the Tom Landry Classic for VYPE High School Magazine. Let's look at some of the key matchups for this week. And again, each week, the matchups across the Metroplex become a little more intriguing because you're getting down to the nitty-gritty now for district championships and playoff berths. And so the first game I want to look at is in District 7 5A. It's Mansfield Timberview versus Cedar Hill. Other than their game against DeSoto, Timberview's defense has really been outstanding all year long, and I think you can give them a pass on the DeSoto game because I think most anybody that plays DeSoto is not going to come out of that game saying, "Boy, didn't our defense look good?" That's just the deal when you play DeSoto. Cedar Hill is like to me this year a little mini DeSoto. They're probably not quite as explosive and certainly not quite as good a team, but they're very explosive as 5A offenses go. They've got a lot of team speed, so they're going to be able to present some of the same challenges that DeSoto did to Timberview, but maybe not quite as on quite as large a scale. I think this will be a close one. It always is when Timberview and Cedar Hill play, or at least it has been for the last 3 or 4 years. So I see this one following suit on that. I don't think Timberview's defense is going to be able to shut down Cedar Hill. So I think I'd say 31-22 Cedar Hill in this one. Moving to District 9 4A, Frisco-Wakeland against the Colony. The Colony's had a magical season to this point. They're undefeated. Wakeland got a big win last week over Centennial. I think they caught Centennial a little off guard last week. They ran the ball 59 times, threw it 4. I'm not sure that Centennial really expected that coming in. And so Wakeland, maybe that's their mantra going forward is we're going to do like the Colony has done this year and some of these other teams, and we're just going to load up and run the football. I don't think that they can have that approach every week and be successful with it. And against the Colony, I think Wakeland's going to struggle to score points. I really do. The Colony, they're going to do what they do. They're going to give the ball to Brian Hammond. He's going to run between the tackles, and they're going to do that over and over and over. And while Wakeland has a good defense and they're pretty solid against the run, I think at the end of the night it's a close one. It's a 14-7 Colony win or a 20-14 Colony win, and I think they stay undefeated. Wakeland will come out of this game still in good shape for a playoff spot. It probably ends their district championship or co-championship hopes, tri-championship hopes. But they've got a good football team, and they'll present some challenges to the Colony, like Prosper did and like Frisco did. Now, the Colony's getting into a more difficult part of their schedule. They have Centennial next week, and so it's going to be interesting to see. Can they get out of the season with an undefeated record and sole possession of a district championship? I don't know. It's certainly interesting to watch how they've done it this year because, again, all they've done, they're going to give it to Brian Hammond. He's going to run it between the tackles. He's going to do it all night long, and they're going to ask their defense to be dominant. And so far, for the most part, they have been. Wakeland will present some challenges for them Friday night, because they run a lot of sets. They don't run a lot of plays, but they run a tremendous amount of sets that they run those 6 or 7 plays out of. So, be an interesting game, and again, I think the Colony wins a close one to stay undefeated. Going back up to 5A and 12-5A, I said it before, North Mesquite lost a heartbreaker to their arch rival Mesquite last week, but they've only got one district loss, one loss on the season. They play Longview, the 500-pound gorilla in that district, for years, and this is going to be another tough one for North Mesquite. They're going to need their strong running game to be successful and keep Longview's offense off the field. Longview's so explosive. They've got so much speed on offense. North Mesquite's really going to need that running game to be revved up on Friday night. Keep Longview's offense on the sidelines. I think they'll be able to do that to an extent. I think North Mesquite will have success running the ball because they have all year. But I think Longview is going to score when they are on the field, and so I see this as a 28-14 win for Longview. And again, North Mesquite will come out of this still in great shape for a playoff berth, but probably not a district championship now. With 2 losses, they'll be eliminated from that. And then the last game I wanted to talk about, it's another it's a 4A game in District 5 4A. Denton Guyer against Wichita Falls. Wichita Falls has got an outstanding play out of their offense all year, particularly quarterback Chase London. He's been outstanding for them. But when you play Guyer, that's a different animal altogether. They've got just an elite defense, whether it's 5A or 4A level. This defense is outstanding. I think they continue their outstanding play, and I would see this one as a Guyer 38-14 win. And it's not indicative of Wichita Falls, I don't think, because again, they've been pretty balanced all year. They've been a good football team, and but again, Denton Guyer's got a lot of weapons on offense. They can really run the football, including their quarterback. They can throw it enough, and then their defense is just lights out. So again, I think a pretty sizable win for Guyer here, but again, Wichita Falls will still be in a playoff line. So until next week, I'm Kris Cumnock with the Tom Landry Classic and for VYPE High School Magazine.